Hello everybody, my name is BigBlueEyes and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing the reading of Reddit stories. I think I'm going to try to broaden a little bit and not just do Am I the Jerk? I kind of want to do some relationships and some like family stuff and try to go from there. I'm still new to like the rating system on if someone is the jerk or not. So please continue to have patience with me on deciding if someone is the jerk or not. Let's delve into it, shall we? This first story is from Am I the Jerk subreddit. Am I the jerk for not letting my fiance check my phone? I'm a 36 male personal trainer. My fiance is 29 female. I have a lot of female clients that are sending me pictures when they train alone. Form check, if you will. Nothing sexual. A couple days ago, my fiance saw one picture and flipped out. I showed her the entire conversation, explained that nothing fishy was going on. She has a male friend who I think has a crush on her. Yesterday, I wanted to give her a taste of her own medicine and wanted to know what they were talking about, and she said no. This morning, I got another message from one of my clients. My fiance wanted to see it. I said hell no. Now she's pissed and doesn't talk to me. Am I the jerk? So my thoughts on this is that I would not say that you're a jerk for not showing another message. I would say that it's kind of mean, just a little bit, to give her her own taste of her medicine. I don't really personally like that, but it also helps to get your point across that nothing fishy is going on. Like you did, she saw a picture and then thought something was going on. You explained, you showed, said there was nothing fishy going on. And then to like turn around and be like, well, if you think I'm up to something and you must be up to something. Kind of weird. But the fact that she said no, I don't want you going through my phone, but then expects you to be able to hand over your phone whenever she wants, I don't like that. So I'm gonna say you're not the jerk. It's a little mean to do the whole give them their own medicine, but it does help you get your point across. I think that you both need to have like a sit-down conversation and talk and say, hey, you can't have these expectations of me and not follow those expectations for yourself. You can't demand to see my phone and get mad at me for me telling you no, but then you get to just have your phone and be scot-free. Like, I don't like that. You need to have equal boundaries and equal rules. Some comments. Not the jerk. Relationships are built on trust, and you showed her your texts, so why shouldn't she? Someone replied, probably because she is cheating, hence projecting that behavior on him. I would agree. The next comment is, stop that engagement yesterday. No respect, no trust, no fiance. I'd say that's pretty good. Another comment is, neither one of you trust the other. What exactly are you staying? Another comment is, neither one of you trust the other. Why exactly are you staying? If you want to work it out with her, get into counseling, because without it, this relationship isn't going to work. Someone replied to that, she doesn't trust him. The post indicates that he doesn't trust her. And I agree with that very, very wholeheartedly. The fact that I feel like that might kind of been what I was trying to say earlier, that it makes sense that she does not trust you because she is actively showing you that you need to have your phone available to her because she doesn't trust you. but you don't trust her, giving her her own medicine, like posting on this Reddit page asking, are you the jerk? Like, that's good to get information and, like, have other people explain what they think. But if you're going in here saying, like, I think that her friend has a crush on her, I don't trust that. That kind of shows that you both don't trust each other, and you can't have a relationship based on no trust. That's not how that works. This story is from Am I the Jerk? And the title is, Am I the jerk for ordering pizza while my friend spent over an hour cooking food for everyone while hosting us at her lakehouse? Disclaimer, I did not do this. I am posting this title from the point of view of one of our guests that we invited over, because my girlfriend is upset and I think the responses may make her feel better. My girlfriend loves to host parties, especially loves to make food for everyone since she is a great cook. We are hosting a party at her family's lake house. We shared the plans with everyone in advance, including what would be served for each meal from Friday night dinner through all 3 meals on Saturday. One friend, I shall call F, was being a little picky about the food and asked if we could change the food for Friday night from a make-your-own tacos to a pasta dish. It was no problem since the group had a lot of vegetarians and food allergies, so we don't hesitate to accommodate anyone's dietary needs. So we go to the grocery store and spend almost $300 on food for everyone for the weekend. We arrive on Friday night while my girlfriend is cooking dinner, the specifically requested pasta dish. F says that she is going to order pizza because she feels like pizza instead of pasta now. We're like, oh, okay. We aren't going to have pizza. We are making pasta. F asks how many pizzas she should order. I reiterate that my girlfriend is making food for everyone, so we won't eat any pizza. I said 1 pizza should be plenty. The fact that she ordered pizza wasn't even what bothered us, but F still insisted on ordering 2 large pizzas and feeding everyone else pizza, basically spoiling all my girlfriend's cooking effort, and we put most of the pasta in the fridge as leftovers. It was annoying and extremely rude since not only did we spend a lot of money on this food for everyone, but this was the dish that F specifically requested us to make. And not only did she not eat it, but she prevented most of the other guests from eating it as well. She did the same thing on Saturday night too. My girlfriend spent almost 2 hours cooking a meal for everyone on Saturday, and F decides she wants burgers 1 hour before dinner, and fired up the grill and made burgers for herself and all the other guests. Is F the jerk? Yes, F is the jerk. Like, you do not get invited to somewhere, make a request to change it, that request gets approved, and then you come that day just decide to do something else. That's like really rude. That's really disrespectful. Like, I'm even gonna take the cooking out of it. Say like, hey, we're all gonna get together Friday night for dinner. We're gonna order Chinese food. Okay. Is everyone good with that? And everyone says, yeah, that's great. And then come Friday night, one person's like, you know what, I don't want Chinese food, and you guys don't want Chinese food either, so we're gonna get pizza. And, well, no, the game plan was to get Chinese food, not, like, that's just so rude. Now putting the cooking back into it. They spent $300 on food for the weekend. 2 of these meals got ruined because F decided that they wanted to do something else and pretty much made everyone else also not eat what was being made. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, not only once did, like, I'm very much a type of person where I don't like confrontation. But you do it on Friday night, and then you do the exact same thing on Saturday night. It's just, that's not cool. F is the jerk. They were being so nice and being respectful of everyone's, like, dietary needs or allergens or whatever. And F just says, heck you, and I'm going to do whatever I want. And everyone else has to follow what I want because I'm the ringleader. But they're not. They were invited as a guest. And that's just so weird to me. This next story is from Am I the Jerk? And it is titled, Am I the Jerk for Wearing the Joke Bikini My Friend Got Me? So it was my birthday a couple of months ago. Had a party, got some gifts. My friend Mandy, for me, got a super cute bikini. I liked it, said thanks. She had ripped off the tags, but whatever. Anyway, went to the community pool with my roommate, wore the bikini, got in the water. Roommate immediately is like, girl, I look and see that this bikini is now kind of see-through. Haha, good joke, Mandy. Anyway, Mandy invited me over to her place to hang out with her boyfriend, and a few others. Most leave, and we're still hanging out. I'm like, hey, what if we get in your hot tub? I go and change after them, and I meet her boyfriend in the hot tub, and she's getting new drinks. I hop in. Immediately, he's looking at my chest. I pretend I don't notice and just make some small talk. She comes out after a few minutes later and just looks in shock. Eventually, she gets in. Is that the one I bought? Yeah, I love it. I wear it everywhere. I make up some stuff about how I wore it to the beach, some party with lots of guys, etc. And she's just like, oh. We're in the tub for 20 to 30 minutes, eventually get out and change. She approaches me after and was like, sorry, I thought you'd notice, but it goes kind of see-through. I'm like, yeah, I know, why'd you buy me a ducking see-through bathing suit? She's like, it's just a joke. Wait, you knew? You spent the last 30 minutes flashing my boyfriend on purpose? I reply, I'm just wearing my birthday gift from you. Am I the jerk? So listen, I don't think you're fully the jerk. I think it's kind of mean to know that this bathing is see-through and go sit in a hot tub alone with her boyfriend for a couple minutes. And, like, you know that this bathing suit is see-through. And just, that joke just kind of sits with me a little weird. Like, one, it's slightly a funny joke if Mandy was there at the swimming pool, like, instead of your roommate. So, like, you went to I don't even like that she went to a community pool where there's other people and in a see-through bikini. Like, that's kind of gross. That's, like, not the best joke. But then she gets upset that you wore the bikini that she gave you in front of her boyfriend. If you didn't want her to wear the bikini in front of your boyfriend, in front of someone else, why get her the bikini? Like, yeah, it's a joke. Like, it's having a see-through bikini is a joke. It's not the worst joke, but it's not one of the best either. It's kind of like those disappearing boy swim trunks. Like, I've seen, like, on Amazon, you can buy swim trunks that, like, disappear and dissolve in the water. That's funny and fine if you have a really good friendship with that person, if that's not going to be out in public, if that's something that everyone is going to find funny. But the fact that she went out in public with this bathing suit, you weren't there. She found out that this bathing suit was see-through, and then she proceeded to go and wear this bathing suit in front of your boyfriend. If you didn't, like, Mandy played a joke on you, and then didn't like that the joke was then played on her. Like, oof, that's just kind of, I feel like this was a play awful games, get awful prizes. Like, if you could have avoided this happening had you not given her that joke bikini in the first place. Some of the top comments were, "Not the jerk, well played." Someone commented, "Her friend spent money on a gag gift she thought was going to embarrass OP. OP flung it in her face by wearing them out in front of her boyfriend. Hilarious. I'm proud that OP is comfortable with her body and a comeback." I mean, yeah, like, I do appreciate how she saw this joke, took it lightheartedly, and then kind of put that joke back on the giver. I just don't like how it was done in public. Another comment says, "Not the jerk, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Plus, it's not your fault he was blatantly staring at your boobs in front of her." Someone commented, "To be honest, no tags on the bikini made me think that she bought it for herself, wore it, realized it was see-through, and then tried to get rid of it by passing it off as a bad gag gift. She's more than earned her prize." Okay, and this last story is from Am I the Jerk? The title is called, "Am I the Jerk for Silently Getting Up and Walking Out of the Restaurant During New Year's Eve Dinner After I Was Told to Pay for Everyone at My Table, my in-laws? I, 32 female, recently inherited a good amount of money from my mom. I kept the money in a separate account as I still haven't decided what to do with it and didn't want it to go to waste. I noticed my husband constantly bringing up the inheritance money and making countless suggestions as to how I should spend it. Another thing is that he expects me to pay for nearly everything the past couple weeks. For New Year's Eve, my husband and I met up with his family at a restaurant to celebrate. It was going fine until I found out that I was expected to pay for everyone at the table. My husband's mom joked about paying for dinner out of my inheritance pocket, which made me livid, but I showed no reaction. Just silently paid for my own food and drinks, then got up and made my way out of the restaurant. They were shouting after me like a crowd. My husband tried to get me to come back, but I drove home. He got back at 3 a.m. yelling at me, saying I was pathetic for getting up and walking out on him and his family after they relied on me to pay their food and thought I was gracious enough to do it, but they were wrong. He said I humiliated him and his family, that what I did was an attempt to get back at them for not being able to help my mom when she was sick. Not true, is all I'm gonna say. He's mad and saying that I caused a huge rift between his family and me when it couldn't have hurt for me to pay the celebratory dinner. Am I the jerk? You are not the jerk for this. This is ridiculous. Your mother had passed away and you got an inheritance. I dislike how, from what I have read, your husband is making countless suggestions on how you can spend the money. I don't like countless suggestions. I feel like since you are married, he could make suggestions on how it could be spent. But if it's consistent and countless and just, that's not okay. That's not what we're needing right now. We're probably needing support and, like, that's just mean. Also the fact that there was no discussion on who was paying for this New Year's Eve dinner. So, like, you just expected to go out and celebrate and have dinner. And then you get there, and someone makes a joke saying, like, oh, well, OP's paying for it all with her inheritance. That's not okay. That's like, they immediately just jumped to the assumption that because now you have a bunch of money, they're gonna get whatever they want. I don't like that at all. I dislike the in-laws for making the joke. I dislike the husband for coming home and yelling at you about it. Like, that's not okay. It's not okay to randomly jump that on someone. It's not okay, like, something that's related, but not on that same thread, is that the fact that you had said his family had relied on me to pay for their food. I dislike the thought of going out to dinner and just relying on someone else to pay for your food. Like, if you go out to dinner and someone else pays for your food, that is a nice gift. That is a nice thing to do, is pay for someone else's food. But to go out and have it be expected without prior communication is kind of mean. Like, I don't like that at all. You should not, if you cannot pay for food, like going out to a New Year's Eve dinner, if you cannot afford it, just say, hey, that's not really in our budget right now. Can we do this instead? Or if that's not available, just, hey, I can't make it this year. Like, but the fact that they went expecting OP to pay is just mean. The verdict is not the jerk. One of the top comments. So let me get this straight. Your mother died after an illness, and the thing your in-laws take from this is great. Now she can pay for everything. Yeah, not the jerk. Someone replied, yeah, this. You're not the jerk. I tell your husband you'd much rather have your mother than the money, but him and his family trying to blindside you into spending it on them is disgusting. That you plan on taking your time to decide with what you're going to do with the money and don't want anything like this to occur again. Someone commented beneath that, replied, a divorce attorney might be a wise investment since hubby decided to show his true colors. Instead of suggesting they spend the money on a house or a rental property or put it away for retirement, he wants her to blow the money away ever since she got it. Good for her for keeping it separate. Talk to a financial advisor or maybe a divorce or probate attorney so that inheritance is properly kept and is a separate asset and not commingled into marital property. Someone replied to that. I joined Reddit pretty recently. When I came into the sub, I was outraged by the number of people who would suggest divorce immediately under every post. But like, in this case, divorce, babe. Divorce. I didn't even think about divorce with this post. I just knew that the husband was like pushy and mean and I didn't like it. But yeah, like, if I would be scared of if this is how your husband is acting with an inheritance, what would happen if he was able to get a hold of that money somehow? Like, someone was right. You are so smart for keeping it separate because now you do see his true colors. But yeah, not the jerk. Alright, everybody. Well, that's it for today's Reddit readings. I did try to branch out to new subreddits. They're still kind of both the jerks, but like a little bit different topics, I guess. Maybe I'll get more brave next time. If you guys have any Reddit stories that you want me to read, comment them down below. Like, help me find them. I'll read them if I can. If YouTube does not like take them down or anything, I will read them and give you my thoughts and opinions. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.